First one is called For Every Tyler Clementi. When I was 13 years old, there was nothing scarier than having no one to sit with at lunch. The entire cafeteria became one silent, unblinking eye, x-raying down to the gentlest trembling of chin, fear unrolling snakebite down the hallway of my veins. When I tried to sit down, Kara moved her purple bag to the empty seat and stared straight ahead while the other girls laughed. Acid sparks crackling in the backs of their throats, a toast to the flood of relief that it wasn't them this time. When I think back, all I can tell myself is thank God we didn't have Facebook then. There were no live streams of the first time I kissed someone without having to pretend they were somebody else. No posted bulletins about what a loser I was. 15 years later, I still cringe to think of what that would have felt like to a middle school me. My thin bones scrubbed to translucent so that any outside opinions bled through and settled there in that hot tangle of prism, as if they always lived there. When it comes, in the form of a text, an email, a Facebook status, the word dyke whispered when you walk by, the party invitations that stop coming, the friends who turn away when they see you, the Friday night spent at home with your parents, the moment when you are in your room with the door locked against a family that just doesn't understand you, when you decide that if everybody else thinks something is wrong with you, then there must be, and the hatred suddenly hatches in your own brain, and you don't even have the capacity for perspective because the thick black curtain is falling all around you, and it's all you can do to just keep breathing, and even your own pulse is a mouth pressed up to the cold wall of your chest murmuring, dyke, stupid, ugly. It is then, when you are more salt than water, that you must float. Some part brain chemistry, some part just having the right person there at the right time. Crying in my sister's bed as she told me, in a few years this will all be so far away. And I wish someone had been there for Tyler, for those who weren't so lucky to tell them that all of these faces twisted into disgust are so full of hate for themselves, and you are so much cooler than all of those jerks anyway, and there are worse things in life than being hated by them, like being hated by yourself, and in the end it is just you and you, so you would better start working now to be the best you can be to yourself, that nobody else can define what beautiful means to you, and there will be people in your life who couldn't care less if you are gay, if you aren't stick thin, if you don't have a date to the prom, if you are different. I don't have it in me to write to the bullies. Through the years, they become an endless stream of faces you eventually learn to disregard, but they never stop coming. Let them soak in their own misguided misery. You will be the one moving forward. You will grow in beauty, not into it. The layers of your skin unpeel every year. At the blistering heart of it all, there is hope. Believe me. This will fade to the shadow of a scar that only aches on days like this. When an article in the newspaper brings you back to how you wanted to fade into the linoleum floor of that lunchroom, how even now you want to grab those girls and shake them until the human in them spills into the ground, and the girl with the purple bag finally looks you in the eye to say, "We didn't mean it, I swear."